Watford are a mid-table Premier... What? They're 19th in the Championship. How has a manager lasted this long? And how are they in that position? Personally, I blame Ben Foster for leaving. I'm only joking, what a friggin' ledge, as we have Valerian Ismael ready to turn it around there, giving a manager a chance as we're going to rebuild Watford and, of course, take them back to the very top. The aims are what you probably expect. We've got to win the Champions League, win the Premier League, but the last one isn't having 5 English players. Watford have always had a diverse squad. It's 5 players, or 6. Let's make it 6. From different nationalities. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go for tiki-taka. We want to build it up. Looking at the squad, the team should definitely not be where it is, and this is actually kind of perfect. We've got 9 different nationalities. Only Tomins and Nagakia at right back and right wing respectively are English. We've got so many. We've got some decent defenders here as well. Wesley Hoyt, I remember his days at Southampton. Loser is not a loser. He's definitely a winner in this squad, and the bench is even strong with a Grimsby folklore legend, Matty Pollock, on the bench. But after shuffling the team around, we've managed to make it a lot better. We've got the Georgian in midfield. Maybe he could be joined by Creature later on. We got Healy as a brilliant striker. Very happy with this team's look. Look at some of these out on loan as well. We've got Calu out on loan, Ashley Fletcher, Ferreira, and Cabezas. But with a good team, of course, comes lofty expectations, or not. Or not, I thought they'd be higher than mid-table. 2 South American players signed. We've got to keep them from different nationalities, of course, and financial. Right. They want us to make profit. That's the twist on things. But 16 million, we'll still have profit after that. Beautiful money. I'm genuinely really liking what I'm seeing from Watford right here. We've got Albert Rodriguez. We'll promote him, get him out on loan. Brilliant start. You're telling me we can't get out of this championship almost straight away, I'd say. Maybe a season, maybe 2. Leeds United, of course, and Leicester I'm looking at. But Watford... brilliant team. But of course, even though it's a perfect start with what we're given, we've got to use it. Utilize the money. First one, we're going to sign a legit Premier League quality player, Ola Aina from Nottingham Forest. I want to strengthen both fullbacks. Yes, I believe both are good, but Nagakia's got a bit more growth to go, and Jamal Lewis is on loan. As the next one is another, probably better Premier League player coming from the Hammers. We've got Ben Johnson. He was playing Europa Conference League football. Leaves us with a little bit of money for the fatigue team, where I probably want to go goalkeeper or winger. Or midfielder. Yeah, I'm confusing myself at the moment, but I realised our Georgian player's only on loan. Welcome to the club, Sven Mijnans from Netherlands. I don't think we've got any Dutch players. 6'3" as a cam. He better win some headers behind the striker. Now his bench is even strong. That team, honestly, playoffs minimum. As we already start this season off as well, we have Sunderland, which are another tiki-taka team. Tony Mowbray. He's a bloody commentator, his guy. Tony Mowbray has them playing Barcelona stuff with a very youthful squad, which we still managed to beat. Aina, one of our signings, and Loser, who, again, I'm going to make the same joke again, isn't a loser. He's a winner. But the question is, halfway through, are we in 3rd? We're not. We're not out of the automatic race, but we're 4th position. I'm going to say this quietly, but I'd fancy our chances of actually going in the playoffs favourites. We always lose to Watford in them. Now we are Watford. Middlesbrough, Norwich and Millwall, beatable. Leeds and Southampton outside of them altogether. That's genuinely a shock for me. As the team is improving, the defence is... wow. The defence is strong. Again, I want a goalkeeper coming in, and I need a winger next season. Hopefully when we're in the Premier League. That's all my days. I forgot about Bayo on the bench. Put him on the bench. Kone as well. Dele Bashiro and Martins, who's a lone man, who's perfect. A lot of us other loanees have been called back, though. Manager of the month, but Chadaveze got recalled. I actually like the look of him. Jamal Lewis was a decent backup. And again, now we've got Nagakia to grow on the bench, and we've got Ryan Porteous, but just behind that, actually getting game time, is Matty Pollock. Statistically, he's not doing too well, though. He's got a 6.1 overall. 7 games played. As in the league, Reece Healy leads the way on goals. And yes, we have made the Championship playoff finals. I don't know why, but something's telling me Reece Healy's played for Cardiff. Or was it MK Dons? I don't know how you can get both confused, as Leeds did sneak in the playoffs. They're the team I'm worried about facing. Middlesbrough against them. But of course, we got the Bluebirds. Where did we finish in them? We finished top. We finished 12 points clear of Borough. Cardiff are bottom on the playoff positions. And Norwich and Leicester obviously go for it. Wait, if Leicester don't get promoted in your career mode, I'm addressing you guys now. There's something wrong with your game. Southampton absolutely shocking, 9th in the league. Hull almost going down. Ipswich bottom. This game hates promoted teams. As look on the bench, Martin's one of our loanees who's not even in the first team. He's stuck around and he's grown, so he gets in straight ahead of Tom Ince. Let's see if we can beat the kick and rush Cardiff, though. We've got a tired team going into this one. I don't like it. Perry and G. Loser scored for us. Ugbo with 2. Loser might be a loser. What is happening? Sounds like playoffs isn't Watford's thing anymore. We get beat by them every season. We've been beaten in the playoff semis. Not even made it to Wembley. 5 goals from a team that finished over 20 points behind us. They finished bang on 20 points behind us. Scored half the amount of goals as us on goal difference, that is, of course. FA Cup. Newcastle, Tottenham. We didn't make it very far by the looks of things. Carabao. Quarter-final. Of course, Man City knock us out. I'm genuinely devastated. We've got a 78 rated there. We've got a couple of decent players. Mishan's gone up a lot, but I don't believe it. I do not believe it. So season number 2, and I forgot to mention completely in season number 1, the partnership we have with, Watford, have with Udinese, who've been relegated to the Serie B. We could steal some players. The Elman we had in our last save as well with Schalke. If you haven't seen that one, watch it. Please, anyway, as we've got Bremer here, Iheanacho, Solanke. Success and loser in the same team, though, wouldn't work, probably. We're, of course, going to look at the player we had on loan last year. On the wing, as 22 million we have. We have loanees returning as well. Kalu on one wing. The team's amazing. It's just literally goalkeeper and wingers. Maybe a CDM. If we're not expected to win the league, automatic promotion. That surprises me. I thought they'd want the league winning with the team we have. A different nationality. The board actually agreeing with what I want. Not sacking me. Who is in charge of Watford? So firstly in this window, something I urge teams to do all the time. If a lone player plays well for you, like the Brazilian did on the wing for us last season, who I forgot the name of, but I've just signed. You buy your loans. You get them in. Matheus Martins from Udinese, 10 million. Yeah, in the championship. We did get given a lot, and we sold Dan Bachman, who's a really long-standing player at Watford, but 15 million now. And a keeper coming in before our first game of the season, which is a derby game. Luton, essentially a derby game. Ismael welcomes, though, Southampton keeper Gavin Bazunu, because I just thought he's from the Republic of Ireland. He's a nationality ticked off, and he's a young keeper. Look how thin the squad is, though. I've been loaning players out like mad. They're only on loan, the players going out. We could do with a backup keeper, but I'm going to go into this season without one. We could do with either midfielder now or a winger. How are we going to do, though, against the rivals? We should beat them, although they've been in the Prem. It is a draw. Loser and Healy, Schaefer and Sanchez. I'm not going to make the loser joke, though. We need to get promoted before I do that again. And we can't actually pull off what I wanted to be our last signing. I'm going to keep him on the books because you know how much I rate Lazar Samadzik. If you've seen my players to sign, there's a lot of Udinese. I'm showing my list. I'm showing it because I know we don't need to sign anyone else. I'm trusting Ken Sema, real-life superhero, with Kalu behind him. They're the same rating. They should both, sharing play, be able to get us promoted. And ladies and gentlemen, we are leading the championship way so far. Sheffield United, Burnley, Southampton, all in this division, all below us. I like this. Stealing a goalkeeper's done us a favour. Burnley only 1 defeat, however, so we know they'll be close to us. Team-wise, very, very good. I can't believe we've still got Johnson. How he's our versatile man at the back. He can play anywhere along the line. Mijanans is there. Loser's still there. Who isn't a loser anymore. I'm going to go ahead and say it. Ngaki is not very happy on the bench, which I kind of understand. No growth from Ken Samer and Kalu, who I just had to double check right there. 9 million. We'll probably save that though, try and replace them when we're in the Premier League. And ladies and gentlemen, we are promoted, but it's not what we wanted to really do. It's without a trophy. We can't put the trophy graphic up because we haven't won one, but promoted. Sheffield Wednesday 6 points behind us. Burnley stormed it. You could see by them just having one defeat they'd be decent, but that decent, I had no idea there would be. As West Ham and Tottenham in the final. That is a very tasty fixture, of course. The Carabao, I think we went out in round 1, didn't we? No, we made it to round... I don't care anyway. Championship playoffs are there. There's already been a leg gone. Luton are winning Preston. It'd be nice to see Luton come up because we need a rivalry in that Premier League as we've got no academy at the moment. A lot of players out on loan. Ben Johnson, the highest rated, as this team should be able to survive in the Prem. Reece Healy scoring 32 goals in the Championship. Or just 30, not counting the Carabao. Wonderful from Mijnans, wonderful from Martins. We go again in the big time. Ancelotti on the screen. That means that Watford are going to have a good season. I don't know why, but we're going to turn into Ancelotti. That's what I'm getting at. I got myself a brew in the Roy of the Rovers mug, as we definitely need that left winger. CDM, depending on... 61 million! 61 million, to put it in perspective, is the amount of money we got with Schalke after winning the Bundesliga. Or I think we might have got 10 million extra. That is insanity! Premier League money, unbeaten. We've got 10 nationalities. 10. We could make it 9 if we put Nagaki in the team, but I'm trusting Aina, even though he's just come in and we've got a lot of loan players back, which are quality. Kone now 74. Matty Pollock 72. I absolutely love. If you can't tell by now, I love Matty Pollock as a player. Just gives it. It is all for the shirt. That's all you can ask for. He will stay with the club. They expect only avoiding relegation as well, which is absolutely perfect. North American players, academy players. As 2 players coming in right here. We've got a Slovenian and a Serbian. Both from the same team, both quality. How we've managed to sign Xhaka Bijol, I'll never know. 21 million from Udinese, of course, the local team. I say local, they're in Italy, but they've just got such a strong partnership with Watford that we're stealing their players. 79 overall. And for under 15 million, we've signed him. We know about him from last season. Lazar Samardzic. Absolutely fantastic team that we do have now. Of course, Healy will get old, but I'm going to give him 1 season after scoring 30 goals in the Championship last year. Sema, sorry mate, you have to be replaced. And how much money have we got to replace him with? 23 million. That's enough for 1 more quality man. And when you've got a rival in this relegation dogfight that we're probably going to be in, let's not lie, you need to sign. And this is an ex-player of Leicester's. He did move from Leicester, so we're not just signing from another Prem club. Welcome, Mavadidi. He's going to be brilliant, the left winger that we just needed. Welcome to the club, although it does take the nationalities down. We're just stealing players that are relegated from the top division over in Italy. We have, let's count this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 nationalities. That is perfect! Change the shape up as well, make it 1 attacking midfielder in Mijnans, and that is a perfect team. And on to Aston Villa, who's our first game, so it should be interesting. Luckman and Dia. Louis Barry's got in their squad. On loan at Stockport. Got a goal, or got 2 apparently against Grimsby. 1 was an own goal, as it's a draw. Kalu off the bench, and Musa Diaby, who rejected Saudi money. Oh, Healy, though, missing a pen. That's a decent point to start off with. I'm still just aiming for surviving relegation, despite our team, which I think is good enough to... I mean, I'm not going to say Europe. Oh, I just did. And yeah, Luton did come up with us. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. We are 14th in our division. Muy bien. Surviving was the only aim, and it's not clear yet. We're only 5 points above Bournemouth, who we did just beat, though, so we've got the upper hand on. Up at the top is United. Angry Ginge will be proud. Really big fan of him, by the way. Going off on a tangent, though, the team is very unhappy. Do they have bigger expectations than us? Serralta, our captain. We can't have an unhappy captain. Porteous, you're getting straight in there. Our highest rated player in the squad as well is Mattheus Martins, our lone man, at 22. What a serious player. We're just going to make sure he doesn't get as unhappy as Matty Pollock. No, Matty, don't do this. We've got players left, right, and centre with transfer requests. We only have 6 million as well to spend. Valérien Ismael with not much money, but if we get rid of a player, I know one I definitely want to bring in. In a controversial move, we've got rid of Healy on a swap deal, but I think you'll like this man. Watford fans will recognise Gerard Deulefeou coming across. It even costs an extra 5 million. A lot to get him in. I would love to take this man to the Europa League, something like that. Take him into Europe, as we've still got the nationalities, of course. We didn't even have a Spanish player before that. Lovely, wonderful. Gerard is back, baby. And you can see we beat the rivals in this. Beautiful. Draw against Manchester City. Survival should happen. Survival does happen. 12 position, I'm going to say points then. That wouldn't be a good season with 12 points. Luton go down. We had a season in the Prem with you, and then we say adios. We're not near the FA Cup final. Carabao Cup is won by Tottenham. Wow. That means, unfortunately, we're not in any European competition, but I don't care for season number 1. I want to see what the first result against Fulham was. I'm pretty sure that was first month. Second month, and we actually lost to them. We get the last laugh, though. And what rating? Oh, Martinez is 84. He's beautiful. Literally. There's 4 players over the rating of 80 now. In terms of goal scoring, Martin's up there. Deulefeou, 19 games, 11 goals. He's already decreasing. It's good to have him back. Maybe we go for another ex-player in the future. It hasn't worked out for him. Anyway, on we go. So, what about this season? North American players again? I don't get that. Mid-table finish. We want to actually be better than a mid-table. Come on, with our team, it's getting there. 39 million, though. It's a decrease. It is a decrease. We probably need another centre-half. Poitiers is probably going to slack off a little bit, but midfield's fine. Maybe another striker as well. Deulefeou scoring, but he's just going to go down. We'll have to pay wages as well. We've got a lot of players, to be fair, we can get rid of. The amount of over 75 rated plus players. The amount of players on the transfer list who asked. Look, 2 right there. That's going to be damning. And here comes the player that I meant last season when I was on about maybe another ex-player. Deulefeou replaced. We're replacing him with a player that went to Brighton. He's still at Brighton. Well, not anymore, because we've signed him from the Seagulls. Joao Pedro, the Watford wonder kid, is back. Yes, it's another Brazilian player in the starting 11, but with Martins, he should link up well. He has cost us 28.8 million, so a lot of that budget, but we're selling defenders like mad to now getting a defender. 23 million left for Valérien Ismael. Still to dabble with, though. That's the squad. Yep, centre-back needed. We've only got Tala back now. Poitiers is gone. But it does take a game against Wolves first. They'll want revenge for that FA Cup semi-final years back. I remember that. Deulefeou. Sorry, mate, you're not playing. 2 ex-Watford players now battling it out to get ahead of each other in the Premier League again. This is a good revival, and that's a good result. And I think I've gone ahead and got another ex-Watford player. This one's the centre-half. Here he is for cheaper than I actually expected as well. Nathan Ake, 14.5 million, a rock for like 2 seasons that we get him for. Strong bench now, but he's not going to be on the bench. He's in the starting 11. He's going to go left centre-back. That's brilliant. Next signings again have to be as fullbacks or a left winger. Let's get Europa Conference League or Europa League this season. That team, that midfield. Oh boy. Looking at some results, we've had some mixed bags over the period of time, but we are 7th in the league. That should be good for something. We'll get up there. We'll get up there. We just beat Arsenal as well to close the gap. Love it. Love it as the team as well. Not loving Aina as much now. He's getting left behind. Loser. But I said left winger before, and Mavadidi's picked it up. He can hear me. I feel really bad for Deulefeou. Actually, could we do this? Could we squeeze that? Mijnan's not really a central midfielder, though. Maybe we do. Maybe we go with that and just test out Pedro and Deulefeou reunited. I'm happy with the team, though, as it is for now. We shouldn't really be losing anyone, and we've got 5 million, which isn't enough. Europa League, let's confirm, please. And end of the season. I mean, I'm a fan of that graphic that's popping up. It's not the Premier League, but it is European football. And as I go to standings, yes! We won the final. Man United beaten in the FA Cup. Watford are winners. 8th in the Premier League as well, which, to be fair, I don't think got us out. Wolves beat us by a point, so it's a good job we won that. Not far off the title as well, you know. Oh my days. There was a bigger gap between us and Burnley in the Championship as we beat United, Spurs, Fulham. Okay, any big team? City, we beat City. Oh my day. Liverpool. How did we win that? Brentford won the Carabao, so it shows you that London is dominating at the moment. South on top. Samadžić is even injured. Player-wise, look at that. Look at Martins. 89 rated at 23. What a bit of growth he's had. Coming from Udinese. Joao Pedro's only 81. Bazunu, Bijol, Ake stayed at that rating. What a man. And I don't know what number season this is, but you can tell it's far in the future. Anthony Gordon's picking up Player of the Month awards. What do they want us to do in the Europa? Just group stage. All right, no pressure. Europa League in the league, though. That's the next logical step. This board is nice to us. I don't believe it as well, because it's bloody Watford. It's the Watford board. 58 million, I'll take that. Not as much as season number 1. And to be fair, actually, it's good, but 8th place in the Champions, or the FA Cup, not Champions League. I expect a little bit more than that, maybe 70. Then again, we don't have to rush around for players. Probably get Deulefeou out of there. Loser comes in. Winger and left back. Winger and left back, that's it. And left back is needed. Left back will come in. I still want to sign a left winger. Tyrell Malacia from Aston Villa, 38 million. We finished above them. We've got the right to take him off of them. We've got European competition as well. But we have lost a big player. Look at that. Mavropanos gone to Liverpool on quite a cheap fee. Oh my God. Oh my God, though. Something has happened that I thought would never happen on any FIFA save. This is Martins. He's leaving the club. Yes, a travesty, 90 rated. We stuck a release clause on him, which I thought, no one's going to pay. City have paid it for £468.3 million. How have the board give us an F on that? Yeah, I know he's a good player, lads. I know he's a good player. But we are literally walking the Premier League now. That is the maddest thing I've ever seen happen. The maddest. I wasn't going to stop it, like. I wasn't going to give him a new contract. That's the only time I will never turn down that money. We're getting 2 wingers. We're getting a central midfielder. We're getting a big centre-back. We're getting a goalkeeper. We're signing everyone. That's the first one. Noah Lang, the left winger. I'm going to stick with him because I wanted him before we sold Martin, so he's going to come in. And the Community Shield with Lang in it. We win as well. Just imagine how much winning we're going to do with the money. We're going to try and make statements with these. The first one is from Arsenal, Emil Smith-Rowe, but he's actually at Leicester. Can he make an impact? Can he? Yes, he can. We beat Brentford in the first game of the Prem. As a team that was surprisingly relegated last season as well, Everton, we're going to steal a big man, Amadou Onana. Although they lost to Liverpool, this guy was good. But the biggest one of them all. We've spent over 100 million on one man. Welcome to the club, Ronald Araujo. Talk about getting solid at the back. He's higher rated than Martins and cost a quarter of his price tag. This team is now incredible, man. I mean, Joao Pedro is one of the lowest rated as a striker, but can you really kick Joao Pedro out? I think the money will dictate if he leaves or not. Could we make another statement? 204 million. He may have to go. Turns out we are going to try and get a replacement in for Joao. I'm sorry, mate. You will be on the bench all season, but in comes Broha. Albania, I'm pretty sure he's from. So it's a sophisticated place, of course, in the world, which other players don't come from. So it would be nice to actually keep him there, as we've changed the formation as well. Bijol stepping forward. I love it. And we're not going to stop there. We're going to get a goalkeeper in. Bazunu out. Livkovic testing himself in the Prem. As the final man that we're signing, we're going to get him from Arsenal because, of course, it's not worked out there. Tomiyasu joins Watford. That is us out the market. We are going to get into this season and we're going to see what we can do. Bijol not going to Chelsea. He's staying at the league winners. We're 4th at the moment, but we'll win it. Got to keep the faith as we've got PSV, Strumgratz and APOL. We usually always get the same teams and we have done. Let's win this and the league. And genuinely, what did you expect? Watford, top of the tree at Christmas, even with 2 injuries, and one of them to Ronald Araujo of all people. Bizarre stuff. Bijol is also out. Tomiyasu unhappy because game time's been going to Ben Johnson. The game wants us to stay loyal to him. Borja not increasing. Joao Pedro is. Wow, there's a bit of mixing up there, and there is a huge squad as Bazunu went up a rating, I'm pretty sure, in that. 95 million. I honestly don't have anyone I want to sign. Of course, we topped that group as well in the Europa League. PSV, 6 points behind us, mate. You're that far behind, I can't see you. And there we go. We have won the Premier League with Watford. Tick that one off the list, and this time we do get a trophy, unlike our promotion season. Arsenal were very close. 74 points is a low margin. 4 points off City in 4th. But it ultimately goes to us. We haven't managed to do back-to-back FA Cups. Coventry in the final. Good luck to them. We got the Community Shield. The Carabao... City. At least we've stopped them winning something, as we're not anywhere near the Europa League. Leipzig Juve, we didn't make the semi-finals. We were beaten by Braga in Braga. That's what did us, or no? Were we at home? I don't know, but 2-0 to them. Congratulations. We even beat Bayern for them. But we crashed out. The amount of money we had and the team we had, we really shouldn't be losing to Braga, I'll tell you that for free. Ratings are going up now. Tomiyasu's alright. Borja's now going up next season. I think we could just do it this season, though. Ake straight out of the team. Tomiyasu with Araujo at the back. Both 5-star weak foot now. Love that. I hope the money gets passed on as well. 91 rated Araujo at this club. If we can sell him for 400 million as well, should I say, I will take that. 33 goals for Noah Lang. 14 assists. He's been our best player. But second place, finally catching up, is Joao Pedro. Only the Champions League left for Watford, and a double Community Shield if we can do it. They want the Champions League places again, win the FA Cup and reach the final. They never actually do say just win the Champions League. Or if they do, they don't say it often. The squad is fantastic. If we do need someone, we've got to go all out with a striker, don't we? Borja, I'm sorry, mate, not work. There's a place for you, probably on the transfer list, because I want to keep Deulefeou on the bench, the legend. Move Tomiyasu into the centre of defence. You may have seen right there, as we've almost got 200 million to build Watford into the best. And before we do get into our first game of the season against Manchester United, did we win the Community Shield? I didn't pay attention right there. Yes, we did. But before that, of course, as I was saying, we sign in a striker. You know who that man is. Look at that. The number 9 shirts never look so good. Paulinho, Borja, but now the main man here to cook the Champions League. It is Lautaro Martinez. I honestly can't stop myself from saying his name. I think that's going to be the only signing, you know. I trust the rest of the team. The lowest rated apart from him would probably be, sorry Deulefeou, it'd probably be Johnson. But he's worked his way back into the squad. He's been here, one of our first signings, of course, a long while, so he stays. Midfield is a little bit weak, but I am going to stick with it. It's more defensive. Araujo in the defense. We get to the final through clean sheets. We beat Man United by a clean sheet as well. They've got a decent team. Of course, Højlund would have grown. Reece James was at right back. Our team's a bit unhappy. We don't get the clean sheet, but we do win. Both wingers, Smith Rowe and Lang. Dare I say that was Leng from Lang? I hate that I've just used that word. 5th in the league is not great after, what was it, 4 games? It was. Got to improve on that, but the Champions League is the only thing we need to win. Marseille, Porto, Dynamo Kiev. That's difficult. It actually is a bit of a tricky one. We may see Ismael pop up in this group for Marseille. But as things go, it looked alright. But again, I'm not calling it the easy group. Right, and after a fat session of simulating, it's the FA Cup first. I don't care about that, even though the board want us winning it. This season, oh, we're 3rd. But we're definitely in a title race. 4 defeats, but it's the Champions League we care about. Through in our first attempt, and Bayern Munich, who we beat last time. All of them teams I think are beatable, apart from Bayern, which will be difficult. Barcelona, that's a harder side, but Rapid Vienna. We finished top of the group. Marseille finished 2nd. And to be fair, they got Barcelona. I'd rather have Bayern. The only reason that is because we've beaten them before. Our wingers are now both 86. 85's growing into the midfield, and an 86 rated Tomiyasu. Love him in centre-half. Also, gotta say, Borja's been caught up by Joao Pedro. I would love to get him on if we make the final. And also, maybe for like a 2-second appearance, Deulefeou. Of course, we have to get there first. We are away in the first game. They had Zambrano in the midfield. Love him as a player, but it's a 3-1 win. Samardzic, Lautaro, of course, and Lang. Let's assert our dominance now, of course, in this big one. I mean, Lautaro's out, but we have Borja and Joao Pedro. I wonder who it subs in, though. We win 3-2. Who did it put in? It put Borja on because Pedro came off. Noosa scoring for them, but we ultimately win. He got a brace. Even Malacia scoring for us, though. And that will give us a quarter-final, I think, against Sociedad. a nice draw. I'm not going to say it's a free pass, but at home against a team that, to be fair, has a very decent defence, we should be winning. But when we get Martinez, Araujo goes out. I swear he's been out more than he's been in. As we are behind, though, after the first leg, a feiner. We have to go to Spain and win. We could be out right now. We've got to avoid Sociedad. I'm not going to call them a banana peel, but they definitely were. Lang had to get us out of danger with Malacia, our Dutch left-hand side. Some surprising results there as well. Marseille through, Juventus and Monaco. Oh, and we've drawn Marseille. Is Ismael there? Oh, he isn't at Marseille. He's actually at Celta Vigo. No! He had quite a bit of a release clause as well, as our team should be good enough. All fully fit. Still, draw. What's going on with Monaco and Juventus, though? Will it show us straight after this game? I'm very hyped to see. It doesn't. Ooh. Oh my. It's over. There's game's over. Monaco in the final. We have to beat Marseille. We have to beat them to draw Monaco. What an interesting run of games. We had two difficult ones. Marseille. And we're going the Ligue 1 route, really, aren't we? As we do win it, and we will be in that final. Ludovic Blas with their goal. Smith Rowe and Mijnans sends us through to the final. Oh, we didn't win the FA Cup, as we're at Benfica's ground for Monaco. I can't believe that is the final. As the Premier League, oh, we finished 4th, so we do have the Champions League for next year if we bottle this. At least that's a good fact. I'm pretty sure as well, Sierralta has played for these before. I'm going to do some research. And guess what? The second video in a row I've said someone's played for a club and they haven't touched them at all. I'm so wrong with that one. Anyway, we go into it with that team. I think that's definitely capable of winning it. We've got the 90 rated. We've got an attacking trio of Smith Rowe, Lang and Martinez. Probably one you don't expect to be at Watford, let's be honest. Pedro on the bench. Let's do this. So the streets are flooded. They've got an advantage. They're in red. The stadium's red. I'm clutching at straws here. We should have it. I didn't want to check their team on the build-up as well. I don't want to get into if they have a good squad or not. I faced a lot of smaller, or not smaller, but teams you don't favour in the final of the Champions League and lost, so I'm not jinxing anything. If you want to see an interesting final, then the Sevilla rebuild we did not long ago is one to watch. We need to get on with this one, though. There's Noah Lang. He's got a run on and Martinez straight in front of him. Lautaro! That was a bit of a shocker, though, wasn't it? Malacia. We'll keep on going. Lang seems to be the main man in this Watford side as he's running around the side and winning a corner. Don't tell me that's the Portuguese Pepe who's just blocked it. That would be a shock. As a run at the near post and a header. Charlie Creswell in their defence as well. But here is Lang flooding a ball out wide into Tyrell Malacia. Malacia with the pass back. Martinez tries from range. Sometimes you got to go for that special one. Smith Rowe and Johnson working very well. That is a very smart turn from our number 10. Quick footwork. Last shot of the half from Mijnans, which looks like it was destined for the top corner, but not to be. Oh my, there's a player called Sarr up front for them as well. That better not be Ismael, because he was at Celta Vigo. Second half begun as well, by the way. They've been in our box more than we've been in theirs. Passing it straight into them still. We've got an outlet. We need Martinez to make some better runs if Mijnans is going to find him. That may reach Johnson. As it does, he's around the defender who tried to clip his ankles. Ball in. No one was in there, however, and Bijol's been playing fantastically. Good turn from Johnson again. Into the box again. No one there, but it may fall for us there, and that is in. It's Mijnans, who was one of the first signings that we made. Our attacking midfielder popping up with the header. That was fantastic over the top. Just a poor mistake from them, we've got to admit. They've had a stinker. They're going to try and push on straight from the goal, though. And that is Chiesa crossing it in. And a ball falling to Gunnar in the midfield. Oh, my days. Not like this. We can't let them just grow back into it. We cannot. Ball to the back stick. Charlie Creswell, the Englishman with it. He's been around the leagues a little bit in England. Millwall, Leeds, and now scoring in the final for Monaco. That's a nice move from Malacia, though. He's the only one showing a bit of menace, a bit of grit, and a bad pass, but we'll keep hold of this one. We need to get back in front. Noah Lang is running down this wing right here, looking for Mijnans. Get that, Martinez. Goes for the acrobatic. Now, just keep calm. Maybe a third header in this game is to go in. That's blocked all around the box. Another corner. 86 minutes now into this game. Whip it in, please. That looks like it's on Martinez. Almost. Still, the game goes on. Smith Rowe. That's a good ball into my hand. Could this be it? Oh, my days. What a save. What a save. A very lively ending to what could be one of the greatest endings if we do manage to get the goal. That's a good pass round. Mine hand. Ronald Araujo! Who scores the goal in the 92nd minute? It has come from our Uruguayan centre-half. 91 rated. Get in the goods! He's cupping the air to the fans. That is phenomenal. He's surely won the game as the kickoff is just due to be took and the whistle follows. Oh my day. What a final to the Champions League final. I mean, I can't express it. Get the trophy in the cabinet. There it is. Black and amber. Or black and... No, not amber. Black and yellow. Black and yellow. Just like Dortmund would be when they're lifting the trophy. But no, it's the Hornets. All the way from near London, of course. Onana to lift that trophy. What a win. What a goal from Ronald Araujo. What a signing for all that money we had. It's been an unconventional save. Very weird with the transfers. But of course, we've brought players back, sold them. If you do want to see a new video, there's a playlist. There's a video best suited for you. And a channel link in the middle. Suggest teams down below. And it may just be the next one.